In this part, we are practically going to understand the column distribution of our template that we are presently working on. So we will be building up this part here. So let's proceed. Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. In this tutorial, we are going to understand how to make the column distribution to create this particular part of our template. There it goes. In this particular case, there goes the container. There is a padding both from this left and from this right part. And on the other hand, we can see that all these those contents are practically having some unequal events here. You can see there is a height mismatch and it is intentional. So we need to create it this way, and this is the actual challenge that we are going to face on. Now here is the realization of the part that we are about to create here, and we can see that here comes this left part, this middle part and this right part, and in the bottom we can see there is a border area, and in the bottom part again there is a copied version of it actually. Now the question is how to do it, how to make this nesting of our block elements, or how to make all those column distributions such as they look like this one as we can see here. So this is the actual challenging part that we are about to create. So let's get back to our project, and here first of all let's create this div class. Now we have created another container fluid part, and inside the first thing that we are about to do, we are about to create this particular part. Copy this thing again and again 3 times a row. Here it is. Now if we just get back to our project and reload, we won't see any visual change here. So we have created this slogan, and in the first position all we are going to do, we are going to create a slogan holder. Now let's get back to custom style sheet.css, and here we will be copying all these things. So we are about to create this slogan holder first. Now if we get back into our project, we can see that the background is white. So all we need to do, we need to create background color here, and then we need to create this particular option of margin top. And now let's customize this slogan holder. So all we are going to do, we are going to copy this particular color code from here. So that is what we are about to do. Here it is. Now we'll be getting back, and inside we have created up to this part. Now let's get back to index.html, and here all we are now going to do, we are going to copy these particular list items here. Let's get to view toggle soft wrap. So all we now need to do, we are copying these list items and we are pasting it everywhere. If we now reload, here comes the part that so far has been created. All those things, those list items, those we were about to create, those are right over here. Now we can see that there's some problems. First of all, there's been a gapping between the above content wrapper and this bottom part. So we need to rectify all those things. So if we have a closer look, we can see that what are the exact discrepancies those so far have been created. We can see that the container fluid, it is practically covering this whole part. It is not in the exact same way as we have seen in our template. So we need to create this gap first, and then we need to diminish this gap such that there's no margin or padding from the top or from the bottom. So this is a thing that we need to rectify immediately. Press Ctrl 0. to fit this website into your browser. And now if we get back to our code, we can see a slogan holder has been created which is practically used along with the container fluid. What is the problem if we use these two classes together instead of using one? We are using both the classes to occupy the entire width of our display device, but this is not the actual case that we are intending for, and that is why we need to use them distinguishingly. That means this container fluid, first of all, it will be playing along, and this slogan holder, it will be coming along. And what is the exact advantage of it? If we use them alone, then it will be creating the desired effect that we can see over here. We need to create here a padding, but instead of a padding being created, there's been a continuous alignment of this div element. So this is what we need to rectify first. That is why instead of using them all together, all we are now doing, we will now use them individually like this. There it goes, slogan holder. It is now being used alone, and in the bottom part we need to close that div. There it goes. So now if we press reload, we can see that this is the exact thing that now happening over here. We need to create one last thing over here, and it is the clear fix option. So here it comes, the clear fix option. The objective of using a clear fix option, if we attributed this property somewhere else, the objective is to let all those individual block elements work properly, display properly, and there's no floating from the extreme left or the extreme right part. So this is what the exact purpose of using this clear fix option. And what we have done so far, we have created this container fluid, then we have created another div here with the selector name of slogan holder, and then we have created those individual three blocks, and we have created a clear fix class, and we have created these blocks inside this block of slogan holder. If we get back to slogan holder and if we provide a padding, now we can see that they are in the middle, they are playing all together, they are playing well.